Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Okay, so whenever you are watching this video, let us welcome you our channel Future Endeavors. Today we are going to solve another set of numerical problems. These problems have been taken from the Conscience Physics book plus 9. Okay, so let us see what is the first problem, what information has been given in it. It is said that a body starts with an initial velocity of 10 meter per second and an acceleration of 5 meter per second square. So we need to find the distance by it in 5 seconds. Okay, so we actually need to find out the distance. So first of all, let us write the given quantities. Okay, so what are the given quantities? Okay, so solution number one. Okay, so given it is that the body starts in initial velocity, so initial velocity is 10 meter per second. So given is initial velocity, so it is generally denoted by the letter u. So initial velocity is 10 meter per second. Okay, so initial velocity u is equal to 10 meter per second. Okay, what else? Acceleration is 5 meter per second square, so acceleration is denoted by the letter a. You must be solving the problems in this way so that a clear visualization of the problem is available to the teacher who is checking. Okay, so acceleration a is 5 meter per second square. Okay, and we will find out the distance in 5 seconds. So time is given, time t is given 5 seconds. Okay, so let distance traveled or distance moved in this 5 seconds be s. So distance moved be s. Okay, we know. So which formula can we apply here? So u is given, a is given, t is given. So if you know that, we know that s is equals to, we know that s is equal to ut plus half a t square. Definitely this is the second equation of motion. We can use this equation of motion to find out the given distance. So s is what you have to find out. So you can, if you put the values, so s is equals to u, value of u is 10, time is 5, so 10 into 5 plus half into acceleration is 5 meter per second square, and the time is again 5 square, so it turns out to be something like this, 5 square. So 5 tens are 50, plus we have here 5 cube, so 125 by 2, it turns out to be 62.5. Okay, so 60, you can do the calculations. I think 62.5. Okay, so if you add this up, 50 plus 60, it turns out to 110, so 112.5. So this is the distance traveled by the body in 5 seconds. So distance moved, rather you can say distance moved is equal to 112.5 meter. Okay, so the solution number one, I think, is clear. Okay, so now let us move on to the next question. So solution number two. Okay, so what it has been given, first of all let us write the given informations. Bullet initially moving with a velocity of 20 meter per second. So initially moving, so it is the initial velocity that has been given. Okay, so velocity initial velocity denoted by the letter u, initial velocity denoted by the letter u is 20 meter per second. Fine. Then comes strikes a target and comes to rest after penetrating a distance of 10 centimeter. So for our given problem, the distance moved is 10 centimeter. Distance moved, because we need to actually see after penetrating what distance it moves, because in that period only the retardation comes into play. So it is given 10 centimeter. As we are solving the problem in SI units, so it's better to convert the 10 centimeter into meter. So 10 by 100, that turns out to be 0.1 meter. Okay, 0.1 meter. Again, penetrating a target. Okay, so what you have to find out is, okay, now it comes to rest. So final velocity, I think you have understood this phrase, that is, it comes to rest means the final velocity will be 0 meter per second. Final velocity v will be 0 meter per second. Okay, so we need to find out the retardation. So can we use this formula, the third equation of motion, v square equals to u square plus 2as? We have to find out the retardation. So let us consider, let acceleration va, if the acceleration turns out to be negative, then it will be definitely retardation. So acceleration va, therefore we know that v square is equal to u square plus 2as. So putting the value here, v is 0, 0 square is equal to value of u is 20, so 20 square plus 2a into 0.1. So this turns out to be 0.2a is equals to 400. Okay, so this is minus 400. Okay, then a is equal to minus 400 by 0.2. So if we remove the point here, another 10 comes here. So 200 multiplied by 10 turns out to be minus 2000. So minus 2000. We have considered a as to be acceleration. So as a is acceleration turns out to be negative, therefore you can say, therefore retardation, the retardation that has to be found will be equal to the negative of the acceleration, and that is 2000 meter per second square. Okay, so I think the solution is clear. Okay, fine. Now coming to the last solution, last problem. Okay, so what is the last problem? Let us see. Okay, now solution number 3. Again, we need to see what information has been given here. It is said that the body moves from rest. So initial velocity u is 0. Moves from rest means initial velocity u is 0. So given initial velocity u is equal to 0 meter per second. Next, what information else has been given? It travels 270 meter in 3 seconds. So time has been given 270 meter in 3 seconds. So time, let us consider this t1. Okay, so 3 seconds. Why you consider t1? Because that is another time given. So we have considered this t1, another time we will consider this t2. And distance, let us consider this to be s1. Okay, so s1 turns out to be 270 meter. Okay, fine. Now what we need to find out the velocity of the body at 10 seconds after the start. So from the given information, I think we can find out the acceleration, because when you are wanting to find out the velocity after 10 seconds, you need to have the acceleration. V is equal to u plus at. We'll be using this formula, but for that you need to have the information about acceleration a. So that acceleration a can be found out from these given quantities. Okay, how? A is equals to ut plus half a square. So we know S is equal to ut plus half, so let us consider t1, half a t1 square. Okay, this is s1. So s1 is 270 meter. As u is 0, so this term, first term on the right hand side turns out to 0, plus we need to find out the acceleration. We have considered the acceleration to be a, half into a into t square, means 3 square. Okay, so 3 square. Now this will be equals to a, will be equal to 2 into 270, 2 into 270 by 9. So this transfers to 30, so it's 60. So acceleration, therefore acceleration is acceleration is 60 meter per second square. Now you need to find out the final velocity of the object after how much second it has been given. We have to find out the velocity after 10 seconds. Okay, so final velocity after 10 seconds. Okay, so let final velocity be v. Let final velocity equals to v. Fine. Therefore here time has been given as 10 seconds, so here consider the time to be t2, 10 seconds. Therefore we know that v is equal to u plus a. We'll be writing at t1 because acceleration has not changed but the time has changed. Sorry, not t1, rather you should write here t2. So v is what you need to find out. U is 0 plus acceleration is 60 into time t2 means 10. So we can write that velocity v is 600. Therefore final velocity after 10 second, final velocity after 10 second will be equal to 600 meter per second. Okay, so I think the concept is clear. Okay, so with this we come to the end of this lecture here. In the next class we will be discussing some few more problems and then we'll be moving on to the next chapter. The next chapter is about the Newton's laws of motion. Okay, so till then please do study well, and if you have any query, any doubt, please mention in the comment section. We will be happy to solve your problem. Thank you. Tata.